Hey everybody, I'm on my way to the high school I teach at, and I'm just really sitting here. It's not like, 1 or 2 mile an hour traffic. It's more like, I don't know, a little bit of just like stop and go, but it's annoying. Man, it's annoying. So I know somewhere up the way there's a flat tire or a accident or a stalled engine or something else. Here it is right here. What is it? Let's find out what it is. I'll even let you guys take a look. There's our police officer there. There's another police officer right there. Oh my gosh. There is third police officer right there. And then we've got these guys right here. So yeah, a bunch of nonsense out there. A bunch of nonsense. And now it finally opens up. Alright, so anyway. So basically, the way this works is that you have a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have a 4-lane highway, right? That's designed to get people where they're supposed to go. But there's too many mistakes that happen, right? There's too many mistakes. There's tens of thousands of vehicles going every day, all the time. I don't know how many, but at least that many, right? Tens of thousands of them going back and forth. And all it takes is one screw up. All it takes is one error of some kind, and it doesn't even have to be your fault, right? It doesn't have to be your fault. It could, like I said, some mechanical issue with your vehicle, some medical issue with the driver. Who knows? Something with the weather, could screw the streets up. But there's too high a probability that something's going to get screwed up, and then everybody waits. And so my point is, what's my point? The point is the system sucks, dude. I understand a lot of you out there are like, well, what else are we supposed to do? The individuality of having my own vehicle is part of being American. I'm like, well, great, that's fine. Celebrate your American freedom through having your own car. I'm not taking away from that. All I'm saying is that part of the price of this system, where you have a million different people driving a million different vehicles, is that the law of averages and probability says there's going to be some kind of error. It's going to screw the flow up of the cars, and then you're going to be stuck in annoying traffic like I just was there for the last half hour, taking me half an hour to get a few miles up the freeway, I-35 west here in Fort Worth, Texas. But, again, I'm not sitting there saying, hey, ban all the cars and everybody's going to have to take some new mass transit system and just order 1 trillion buses and, build a subway system or something. I'm not saying that. I've been to a lot of cities where I remember one time, where was I at? I'm pretty sure I was in Paris, France. And we had taken the subway at one point, me and my daughter and my friend Dan, and it was really pleasant. And then we tried to get on the subway at another point, and it was like horrible. Like people's faces were like pressed up against the subway car because there were so many people on the subway. Instead of it being like car traffic here, it was like human body traffic on the subway car because there were so many of them, right? That was at rush hour, everybody trying to get home, But so I'm not, saying that there's one right answer. I'm saying this is dumb. The way that we have so many cars on the road and there's so many issues with them, I would say about half of the time I'm on a commute, plus or minus, there's some sort of mistake somewhere that causes the system to fail to where everybody else is waiting. It's just, here's the key word. It's not a buzzword. It's not something that everybody throws out there all the time. It's a good word that describes the situation. This system we have now on our roads like this, with the commutes and all the mistakes that happen, all of the misfortunes of probability, which I talked about, accidents, car issues, etc. It is just horribly, comically inefficient. It's just really, really inefficient. It's not built for success, right? But it's a system that is been in place for a long time, so we just keep using it. Anyway, I'm gonna head up to school. Thank you for receiving my frustration on this ridiculous gig that I do on most days of the week. But what's my solution? If we're gonna be solution minded, mine is I'm gonna get up earlier and leave at 5:30 or 6 in the morning and just get out of a lot of that traffic and let all these other people make mistakes and, bump each other's cars into each other and, delay the hell out of each other's commute. I'm just going to avoid it. If I really hate it that much, I'm going to just go to bed a little bit earlier and wake up a good bit earlier and leave before all the nonsense starts. So anyway, all right, I'm off to another day of high school teaching at Carter Riverside High School. I'm convinced it's the most beautiful school in Fort Worth, Texas. You can come take a look for yourself. Drive by the front and the side and be like, hey, Jason was right. That is a really pretty school. And I'm also convinced we have the best students in Fort Worth, Texas. There's a lot of great students in Fort Worth. I know a lot of them in a lot of schools. Of course, I'm a little bit partial to our kids, right? But anyway, hope everybody is doing I'm confident, actually. I'm confident. I'm not just hoping. Hope is kind of empty. It's like I just want it for you. But I'm confident everybody out there is doing well. And if you're not, I'm confident that you can get where you want to get. Thanks again for listening. Just have a beautiful day today, and I'll catch you later.